250 years ago, as the American Revolution was just beginning, many men and women were putting it all on the line for what they believed in. One particularly notable woman of the time was Prudence Cummings of Pepperell, Massachusetts. Prudence and other Pepperell citizens burned their tea in front of the meeting house when they heard of the Boston Tea Party in 1773, and were ready to fight for their country when the Redcoats marched towards them on April 19, 1775. After the men rode out to Lexington that day, the women stayed behind, having formed their own local militia, and elected Prudence as their leader. They patrolled the town's roads in between working the farms, carried whatever they could use as weapons, and stood watch nightly at Jewett's Bridge, which stood at this spot long before the current Pepperell Bridge, and was the only way to cross the Nashua River for miles. It was here that they made their first two arrests of traitors, including one of Prudence's own brothers, Samuel Cummings. The town could not legally pay women for their service, so in 1777 the town minutes included a payment to Leonard Whiting's guard, Leonard Whiting being the British officer who was arrested on the bridge that night with Samuel Cummings. By simply omitting the fact that the guard members were all women, the payment from the town was dispensed, and the ladies were compensated for their effort without complaint. The war moved south in 1777, and Pepperell was relatively quiet after that. Prudence and David both survived the war and had 13 children, 3 of which were born during the war. They died in 1819 and 1823, and are most likely buried together here. Prudence's stone is a very new one, but I can't find out if it replaced an older one or not. David has no marked stone anywhere, but there are 2 broken and unmarked stones here next to Prudence, so one of those could certainly be his.